Hello and welcome to the most important episode of the Never Wears podcast ever. Some might say it was the sports movie draft. Some might say it was the first 2 years where I just made fun of Tim for the first 3 minutes. But no, it is today because
What about the
today
draft?
we are
I was going to say the
the
draft is probably there, the real NFL draft that we all watch together.
yeah, guys, you're totally breaking my stride here. Today we are previewing Super Bowl 60, which includes your New England Patriots.
Hooray!
No.
But first, we have news. This is our new thing now. You guys don't know about it, but we're going to talk news. First and foremost.
Like political news? Because I didn't get a rundown.
Nope. We're gonna skirt that because
Cowards.
it's just
Oh, is it because me
not
and Jack
us.
are on the other sides of the line?
The
Are we
other
really?
side. I think are you? Tim, here's the deal. Election cycles come up. Tim has one argument only. He says 2 words and he says term limits, and then that's all he's got. He's got one move. But anyways, term limits. Speaking of term limits, some voters for the Hall of Fame for football believe Bill Belichick should have waited longer, and did not vote for him to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. So he didn't receive the 40 out of 50 votes he needed, which means 11 or more people didn't vote for him. If you are second all time in wins and have the most Super Bowl victories of any coach,
Most
my
playoff wins.
guess is that you should have a first ballot Hall of Fame acknowledgement.
Yeah. Did you see Mike Sando's response to it? He's a voter, and he said
Yeah,
it was absolutely
big
ridiculous.
Mike Sando's my guy.
Yeah. I
Uh,
I think it's so dumb. He is he's clearly a Hall of Famer, but there's one report I read is, oh, this is them waiting a year for Deflategate and Spygate.
which cost him $250,000, a draft pick, and that was just for the spy shit. I'm gonna co-opt, Tom, you'll be familiar with this, an opinion I have on the Baseball Hall of Fame. Um, there are a million people, well, in this case, 11,
Or
uh,
more. Or more. We don't
who
know the final number.
use the small soapbox that they have to just enact something they think is right. And it happens in the Baseball Writers Association of America literally every year. And
Hey, Jack,
now
you're trying to get into that. I would stop knocking it.
I've never paid attention to who is elected to the Football Hall of Fame outside of the videos they put on YouTube. The Knock, very good.
Oh,
Love
yeah, that's
that.
great. Yeah.
But they decided
Belichick's
not
not
to
getting
do
that,
that
huh?
because they want to do it at the NFL honors now. So the NFL can control it, which no surprise there. But I've never given a shit about the Football Hall of Fame. I will never plan a trip there. I'll never actually care about the inductees there. But this seems like a miss, a pretty easy slam dunk that you just missed.
Yeah.
They
So
have to do
two
the
guys
same thing with Brady, right?
No. So here's the
If
deal.
they do it with
Two
Brady, it'll be a bigger what the fuck are you people doing than it is right now.
Yeah. So there was one guy came out from Kansas City and said, I didn't vote for him, and here's why. And Belichick is eligible for this job as a contributor. He's only been out of football for 2 years instead of 5. And he just said, some guys have to wait around years and years to get on the ballot. Bill Belichick's going to get in. I just didn't like that they didn't make him wait his 5 years to be like a coach or whatever it is. That was his reason. I saw today, surprise, surprise, that one of the writers covers the Indianapolis Colts. And
Yeah.
he said I voted for the long time, like, well established, I forget the phrase he used, owner of the Patriots dynasty, Robert Kraft. I did not vote for and then use the same exact adjectives to describe Belichick, but just called him coach of the dynasty. I know it's not really a reason, but it's what I did. And I was like, no, Bill Polian got to you. You're an angry Colts guy. And
Isn't
I
Polian
don't
a
think it's,
voter?
Oh yeah.
no. Yeah, he is. But he's also just a guy that hates Belichick, hates the Patriots, and is like probably doing a behind the scenes campaign to not get him in. He's
Well,
gonna get in.
did you read the Wickersham report and the
No,
Don
I
Bonatto
meant to
report?
before this.
Okay, so what they did is they asked Bill Polian what went on in that room. And he said, well, obviously I think he's a Hall of Famer, but I heard, this is what his quote was. I heard the idea of having him wait for all of the gate stuff, deflate and spy, 1 year as a punishment. I heard that idea floated in the room. The follow-up was asked of Bill Polian, did you vote for Bill Belichick? And he said, I can't recall, which is absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
Just admit it was you.
Right.
Any kind of transparency on this and the Baseball Hall of Fame would cause a lot more people to have to explain why they vote the way they do, other than being petty bitches.
When did I want to know, listeners out there, if you're listening, um,
Please leave a comment. Oh my God, the engagement numbers would soar. Leave a comment.
no, but what I want to know is when did they start making this anonymous, the votes? Come on. This is ridiculous. You have the privilege of voting and you're just going to be like, "Oh, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you because uh I don't I'm afraid that I'm going to get yelled at because I didn't vote for a deserving person and I don't want to give the reason why other than I think they cheated or I didn't like them." The worst the worst possible reason I have heard that could be attributed to this is Bill Belichick's politics, which that has to be left right at the door. Because if you're going to tell me
Is that a
there,
thing? Is he
I,
openly political?
I don't. I
yeah,
mean, I
I don't.
yeah, he certainly is. But I think I haven't heard the political excuse yet. But again, that's the same shit as the Kurt Schilling. Kurt Schilling, the man, is a human piece of garbage. Kurt Schilling,
yes,
the baseball pitcher, is a Hall of Fame pitcher.
right. And it's just Urlacher recently got in, right?
I don't know, but
I
maybe.
He's
think
got.
he, I think he just got in the last couple years. But this is again very similar to what Jack was saying. No one pays attention to this as much as like baseball or basketball. But Urlacher went on like Jay Cutler's podcast and was called Biden, Beijing, Biden. Trump's going to come back and finish it. That's the same politics as Bill Belichick, and he's in there. It's stupid to now hold that against one guy and not the next. It's because people don't like him.
Exactly. Every excuse is bad. Even the guy from Kansas City who said, I only had 3 votes and I voted for 3 guys who are deserving, who are on their last chance. Fucking bullshit. They do not, they don't deserve it more than Bill Belichick. They don't.
Why was Belichick eligible so early? Is that a thing? Like, is that
He got in for some under the contributor option, I guess. I don't know if that's different. Like since he wasn't a player, it's different. But it's ridiculous. And the quotes
so? Do
of
you
people,
think he'll get 50 votes next year? Because
No.
that's just dumb. That's like who won the MVP was in it was supposed to be unanimous, but one person didn't like him, so they didn't vote for him. Was it basket? I think it was
Pedro
basketball.
Martinez, Tim. Pedro
Was it
yeah,
Martinez
Pedro?
should have won the 1999
1999.
MVP, and 2 writers from New York left him completely off their ballot.
Yeah.
I mean, it just it would change everything um if every vote had to be public, which I just don't get why it isn't. That's what I don't get. Why
Softer
is this
generation.
something that this isn't like, I don't know. This isn't even voting to go to war. We know who votes yes and no in that. They televise it. This is
Yep.
just voting for a stupid thing about sports. Like, it's dumb, but he'll be in next year, and then it'll be really
Is
interesting if he
Tony
ends up
Dungy in the
getting.
Hall of Fame? Because he has a
Tony
vote too.
Dungy was on that voting committee.
Yeah, that's what. But is he a Hall of Famer?
Yeah,
I,
Why?
I don't
great
know. I don't
question.
know how you get the. I don't know
What,
the
what-
what
That's
you
why I
have to
don't pay
do to
attention to
get the vote.
the Football Hall of Fame. I just don't. You can't tell me
Nobody has
that
ever
George
known, except for
Hallis
watching the
would.
videos of that monster knocking on hotel doors,
He
The
is a
big guy.
that
monster. He is.
that people were getting in the Hall of Fame before they
And
voted no
everybody
and
that
Belichick.
it seemed like out of the three big ones, granted, I know hockey's the fourth big one. I just don't know enough about it. Um, Basketball will let anybody in. If you played a role player, if you were in a rotation in basketball, there's a good chance you're eligible for the Hall of Fame.
Peyton Pritchard.
I think Tim could become the towel boy for Team USA and get in.
Baseball
They make good
has
money.
really allowed people's personal opinions to muddy the waters of who deserves it. And football, with that Shrek-like man knocking, banging down doors, it did seem like everybody he was knocking on, oh shit, yeah, Zach Thomas does deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Oh my God, of course Randy Moss deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. It seemed like football had a good idea of getting it right. You know, until we until people wanted to elect three guys who wore leather helmets outside of the person responsible with the most successful franchise in NFL history. And he is absolutely more responsible than Robert Kraft.
Who also didn't get in.
Not yet. We don't know that. Robert Kraft is more than likely going to be elected into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, I thought he didn't.
No one
They
knows
didn't,
any of the other.
the only news was on Belichick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I don't know what Instagram you're following that's
Yeah.
telling you.
Gotta-
I saw a video of a moose breaking into an ATM the other day, and I showed everybody at work, and they said
You
that's
are
fake.
you are a
Tim.
geriatric person with Alzheimer's. How do you fall for AI slop so easily?
It
Tim,
said a guy
it's
made
just
away with 200 grand, and they had a video of a moose smashing into an ATM, and then a guy coming up and getting all the
with
money.
what? It's like with a sledgehammer.
No, his horns.
I know, Tim.
Antlers.
They're called antlers. Um, so yeah, it's ridiculous, and it's not going to happen to Brady. Brady will get in. People will look past Deflategate.
Will they?
They
will.
might not, which is that would be worse than
I
Belichick
think
not getting
because of the outcry now they will, but I don't trust anybody. I mean, man,
Yeah.
that Deflategate shit is such bullshit. I can't believe the world is still upset over 2.5 pounds per square inch. Brady threw a pick in that game.
They ran the
I
ball.
mean,
Oh, but you could hold on to it better. That's the whole point, right?
he won 3 Super Bowls after the NFL took over inflating the balls. So that should answer that. And then in other news of people being elected to things that in this case they shouldn't be, Shador Sanders is a Pro Bowler, which
Deserves it.
does he, Tim?
This is a big. I mean, in our rundown, you have the top three stories here, kind of
You
sandwiched.
sent a rundown?
Yeah.
This is the most nothing story I've ever seen in my life. Who gives a shit? It's a flag football game.
Well, no.
He's not an all-pro.
So I have a question because I made notes off the rundown, and my question I want to pose to you is this still a moneymaker for the NFL? It must be through advertisements, right?
Sure.
So, but I think we're at the point now. This isn't baseball and this isn't the NBA, where the NBA can go out there and have a little pickup game and do fancy dunks and then try hard for 2 minutes. Baseball, like, sure,
It
there's a
counts.
risk of a pitcher. Not anymore, Tim. Jesus. Um, it
Does it
there's the
count
risk
anymore?
of there's a risk of injury, but like a pitcher's going to come in, throw an inning, get out of there. Otani's going to have 2 at bats, sit down. Everyone's going to play. the injury risk is low. That's not the case in a Pro Bowl because as we watched in the last couple of years, when they're not playing defense, it's awful. This should just be an award, like say
No,
Drake
this
May
is
and
flag
Matthew
football.
it's
Stafford.
flag football.
They don't even
I
have
know.
pads on.
No, I know. I'm saying the last few years that it was played like with pads on, it was
You mean when
stupid
Mac
and
Jones hit that
ridiculous.
gritty?
Yes. What I'm saying is now it should just be like an honor that you can say I was a Pro Bowler, like I was an All-Star, so give me more money.
I
Because
think you
they
should have an
still
asterisk when you're a reserve.
no,
Didn't
well, no,
Shador only
this
get
would
in because Mac Jones got to the Super Bowl?
you mean
Or,
Drake
I
May?
mean, Drake May got to the Super Bowl?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. This this just eliminates the need to have these replacements. It's just an honor that you can say you got elected to the Pro Bowl just like people get elected to the All Pro team, and that's it. Remove the
An all
game.
pro. I think the wide consideration is the Pro Bowl is not an all pro designation. Like two
Right.
guys per position get an all pro,
I know.
whereas the Pro Bowl can be anybody. It's like the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Right, but like
Double burn.
the NBA has first team, second team, and third team All NBA, but someone else could miss out on that but be an All Star. I'm just saying, get rid of the actual game, keep the signifier of a Pro Bowl.
Yeah, but I mean, even
They're
that
making
argument, like somebody can win the MVP and not be at the All-Star game in the major leagues. The All-Star game happens in the middle of both of those seasons. It doesn't happen at the end.
Yeah, I'm just saying, keep the honor, get rid of the game, and then you don't have to say, "Oh, Shador Sanders now forever can say he's a Pro Bowl NFL player."
Yeah, so can Mac Jones.
Wait until
The
Todd
bad people
Monken
get
gets his
in.
hands on him.
Yeah,
You guys
Well,
don't know.
I
That's
think
next.
it's just other like actual Pro Bowlers don't want to go, and so they turn it down, and this is what you're left with.
I don't
That's
understand
exactly
why
what
anybody
happens.
would want to play a full 17 game season and then go, it's not even in Hawaii anymore. Like it's in Orlando or something. Nobody wants
Beautiful
to do that
time.
shit.
That's why I'm saying, make it a list.
Although
These
they
guys
should
were on
bring
the
back
Pro
the
Bowl.
skills challenge.
Yeah,
do something like
Tom,
it
I hear
now.
what you're saying. Yes, once the season ends, these are your Pro Bowlers.
Right.
Okay?
Exactly.
Anybody who comes in as a reserve is not a Pro Bowler. You're a Pro Bowler reserve.
No, there's no reserves. It is here are the Pro Bowlers. Here are two 53-man rosters that are the Pro Bowlers. It's bigger than it would give, maybe you're not one of the top 4 cornerbacks, but you're a really good cornerback and you're the 5th best cornerback, so you get this designation.
Yeah, I
It's
can
like
see
being
that.
it's like being the 4th best point guard in the NBA. You weren't all NBA first, second, or third team, but you were an
an
all-star
all-star.
kind of thing. Except
Do
now
fans
you
vote
can
in the NFL too?
I have no
yeah, I
idea.
think so. I thought they did because it's for the fans. That's what they like to say, but
Like that's
it's
how
not for
Shador
anyone
Sanders
because no
must
one
have got in,
watches it.
right? It
No,
has to.
he got in because Drake May said no, and then someone picked Shador Sanders. It was probably someone from New York that said, "Put Shador Sanders on the team because it will bring people. It will be a first take topic. It will bring people to to watch it."
And you fell for it when you wrote this rundown.
No,
Yeah.
I'm arguing
How do you
against it,
feel?
and I will not be spending any time on that.
Well, we
Is
just
it
talked about it
Sunday?
for 4 minutes.
Is it Sunday? I don't know when it is.
I don't know. I would imagine it's before the Super Bowl.
Okay, so other news. The Ravens hired Jesse Minter. Coached in college, and then he was brought to the NFL by Harbaugh. He's a defensive guy. Went back to Vanderbilt. Then he went to Michigan under Jim Harbaugh. And then went and was the Chargers defensive coordinator. No, yes. And now he's the head coach of the Ravens. I don't know, enough about the guy. The Chargers defense was good. And all that matters is honestly who he picks for his offensive coordinator. Because Monken's gone and they need someone who can use Lamar to the best of his abilities for like what, 3 or 4 more years?
Yeah, I mean, if he has
All,
that.
all
He
three of the
didn't run
guys.
this. Lamar didn't run this year. So if he's not going to run, he is just that's it for him. I think their window. I think they're done.
Oh, done.
I don't know about that
They
just
might win the NFC,
because,
the AFC North because
well, then that doesn't mean they're done. Um,
I think their Super Bowl chances are done.
I agree. I agree with the fact that the AFC North is weak and didn't do much to
Like,
improve in their coaching cycle. Um, but I don't know. I think all of the every single NFL hire for a head coach was pretty toothless, except for the Giants hiring John Harbaugh.
I like Stefanski in Atlanta.
I like the fact that Baker Mayfield hates Stefanski and he's going to be in Atlanta and Baker
Yeah,
Mayfield's in Tampa.
yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
I think
maybe
Stefanski,
Stefanski
like his
having,
offense is going to be good.
but who's his quarterback going to be?
Well, they got two of them.
I mean,
If
Penix.
you got two, you don't have any.
Bill
That's two. It's
Parcells.
Bill Parcells. Oh, hey, look at us.
Uh,
Um,
then you have, as we alluded to, Todd Monken, hired by the Browns. He's been an offensive coordinator. This is his first head coaching job. Uh, you were saying Shador is a lump of clay. He's got to sculpt him, Tim. Um, I don't
I
know if
there's no
that
way I've ever
is.
said that.
I
Tom
don't.
Brady said that.
I think Jack is a Shador guy.
I'm not a Shador hater, if that's what you mean. I don't think I'm a Shador guy. But I mean, Todd Monken is another one where it's just like, okay, uh, like great for the Browns. That is a situation where like, who is his quarterback going to be?
Yeah.
Because he has more than two, and it's pretty dumb. All three of
Is
the choices.
Deshaun Watson coming back? Is that a thing?
Well,
I
I
think
haven't
they
heard
can get
anything
off
to
him.
say they're not. Yeah, they
I think
can.
they can get off him without a dead cap hit now, but at a certain point.
Oh, well, he's got guaranteed money, so I don't know. I don't know
Oh,
when
The whole
that
contract's
threshold is. Yeah,
guaranteed.
the whole contract was guaranteed. Um, but yeah, Todd Monken was the offensive coordinator in Cleveland before, and Freddie Kitchens called all the plays. So, granted, in that year that Todd Monken was the offensive coordinator, Baker threw for 3,800 yards, and both Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons. So maybe he knows how to dial it up. I tell you what, though, if it is Shador, Pro Bowler Shador Sanders, um, he doesn't have a lot of weapons on the outside. Like, I don't think Jerry Judy's necessarily that guy. They need to get better at every position, not Miles Garrett's side of the field.
The
yeah.
tight end, they're decent at tight end, right? That's Harold Fannin
And
Jr.
Joku and Fannin.
He was a rookie,
Yeah. Right.
Um,
but you had a rookie tight end have a decent season. I mean, that's all you had.
Judkins, you guys don't like Judkins?
Not bad.
But
I'm
yeah,
not a
there's.
Buckeyes running back guy as of right now.
Oh, okay. And then the last
Oh,
hire
I was gonna
was
say that's spicy for later when we preview the
Oh,
Super
you know,
Bowl.
yeah.
Joe Brady got
This is
promoted
my
from
favorite one.
Bills offensive coordinator to Bills head coach.
It's my favorite too.
And
What do you got
why?
there, Tim Bird?
Yeah, Tim, what's going on with this bird?
That's Lennon. She wants to show you the bird. We got a Kittery trading post today.
I love it. What
Lenny,
is it?
that's so cool.
Can you
Is it
make
blue?
the noise?
Is it a blue jay? Got to
Hey,
get
Len.
closer to the mic.
It's a
Hey, Len.
chickadee.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a chickadee. I'll Super Bowl Sunday. I'll do my chickadee call for Lennon. It's pretty good.
please don't do
Um,
it into your microphone while we're wearing headphones.
yeah, the Joe Brady hire. I mean, so you fire McDermott. You promote the GM to president or the player
Mm.
personnel to GM, whatever they did, and then
Hmm.
you hire the offensive coordinator as your head coach.
The whole time that you're conducting this search, you are shitting over the roster building that the GM did who you promoted.
Hmm.
You have said that you need to get over the hump in the playoffs, and you hire somebody from the same coaching staff that couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah.
Really unbelievable.
Did nobody else? McDermott got fired late, right? Like
He got
Harbaugh was
fired
already.
after he got fired after the Broncos game. He got fired the Monday after the Broncos game.
So had
I
Harbaugh already signed with the Giants?
I don't think so. But I know that like the Dolphins fired Mike McDaniel after the Ravens fired Harbaugh.
Mm.
So it doesn't make any sense. It makes less sense that they didn't go after anybody else. And they basically said like our guy's in house. And I just
eh, the
the
owner had a
Keon
really
Coleman thing seemed to
bad.
be a real sorry, Tom.
No, I was just gonna say the owner had a really bad looking press conference, especially after the Ravens owner came out and was very blunt, very like, "This is what we're doing. This is what was going wrong. Just like, come at me. I'm gonna give you the answers." And then the other guy was like, "Keon Coleman sucks. Get
Yeah.
over it." It was just
Did he jump through a
really
table after?
weird.
No, it was the whole thing was weird. Like and I can't imagine, and I know this because there's some like online petition to get Sean McDermott reinstated. That's over like 150,000 votes of Bills fans doing it. And I got to tell you, as a Bills fan, to see your head coach get fired, lose the game on the right call. I again, it
Yeah,
wasn't a
sure.
catch. But and
Disappointing.
then to have the Patriots go in there, score 10 points, and go to the Super Bowl, woof. I mean, the only ones worse are the Jets, who had the quarterback they drafted first overall and their division rival go to the Super Bowl.
You found it?
Um, yeah, I also just I was seeing stuff that the Bills had a really successful offense when Kincaid was on the field, but Kincaid was on the field like 40% of the time. Guess who was making those calls? The guy you just hired. It I just don't get. Honestly, if you're going to get rid of a head coach that's brought you the Super Bowl or brought you to the playoffs 6 straight years or whatever it was, just clean house. Start fresh.
Yeah, you got to get rid of everybody. That's what the Patriots should have done when Belichick left.
So I
I
And they
will
didn't.
saw
They
say
hired in-house, and look what happened.
the 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 switch from Robert Kraft to at some point, probably halfway through the season, for him to come out and say like, "Well, we've made a terrible mistake." Yeah, that is actually commendable by him to be like,
Yeah,
"This is that we've done the wrong thing here." So
they
good on
had
him for
the
that.
the
But yeah,
statement typed up in week 14. They posted it what 15 minutes after the last game.
yeah.
it wasn't long.
Uh I heard a stat that the Patriots, Steelers, Cowboys, and Bills are the only franchises ever to win a playoff game, or no, maybe Chiefs and not the Steelers. I forget. Win a playoff game in 6 straight seasons. The Patriots, Chiefs, and Cowboys in that span all won at least 3 Super Bowls. And the Bills,
The Steelers are probably in that because they.
yeah, because they won 4 out of. I just don't know what happened. Well, you got. I don't know. I can't remember if it was the Chiefs or the Steelers, but it was one of those teams. It's only happened 4 times. The 3 other teams have won 3 Super Bowls in that span, and the Bills haven't made it.
Yeah,
That's why if you're gonna get rid of McDermott, who was successful in
I
the
think
regular season, you
this
got to just clear
McDermott
house.
thing goes to Jack's default line, who are you getting that's better?
Yeah.
That's my default line.
You bring it up a lot.
It's a good point though. Like,
It is.
No, it is. But like, is
It's a
Sean
terrific
McDermott
point by
not
me.
a better
all right,
coach
slow down.
than Joe Brady?
We don't know.
Yeah, well, I
Or I guess
mean,
you just
remains to
lose
be
the room and
seen.
you need somebody who's in the room to try to take it over. I don't know.
Josh
Are
Allen
you
didn't
I
guys
think
throw
they're
that
falling
ball
surprised?
apart.
backwards at the end of half. They win the game. So like then you don't probably aren't having this conversation.
Yeah.
Maybe. Then I don't
I
know. Yeah,
yeah.
a couple. It's like the things that spin out of that are you get an even harder weather game if they play the Bills in Foxborough than they played in Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and like it's not certain. Like halfway through that game that the Bills beat the Patriots in, the Bills were getting run off the field, and it just so
The
happened that
Patriots,
Josh
yeah, they would
Allen.
have been able to run against the Bills.
Well, you'd think they should have been able to pass. um, but it's just those three hires. I mean, I don't know. I honestly think the Ravens probably did the best because I don't think the Bengals have a good coach. Um, I don't think the Browns have a good enough roster, and I don't understand what the Steelers are doing.
No.
So the
Um
Ravens might have done the
I
best
think the
because
Steelers are just
At least Jesse Minter in the first 5 seconds of his press conference say, "We have the best player in football. We need to build around him." And even if anybody thinks Josh Allen has snuck past Lamar, which may or may not be true, it's a good thing for him to come and say like Lamar Jackson is the most important person on this team.
yeah.
yeah. um
I
I
think
did
the
want to say
McCarthy hire is just a Steelers. They don't like firing or letting go of coaches, and he's steady.
He's
Like they'll
also in
keep
his early 60s. He's not going to be there for 19 seasons.
no, but he'll stay there for a decade.
maybe.
Maybe.
I
But
I just find it hard to believe after 3 seasons they fire him.
No, probably not. Unless they're like they win 4 games a season because they don't have a
Well,
right,
they haven't
which
quarterback.
had a
is which
quarterback
by the
in
way is
a
a
decade.
real possibility.
Um Joe Brady,
Will
Tim,
Howard is their quarterback right now. He's the only quarterback on the roster.
there you go. Tim,
It's
Joe
time to
Brady
grow.
was the passing game coordinator for the 2019 LSU Tigers. Does that change anything? Any thoughts on him?
Um, do they have Joe Burrow and Justin
Justin
Jefferson and Jamar
Jefferson?
Chase?
No, they don't.
Also, on that, what is a passing game coordinator?
He coordinates the passing game.
The
I feel
coach just
like
yells pass and he gets to pick the
passing
play.
game coordinator and keeping the defense uh in front of or keeping the offense in front of the sticks or on schedule are three terms that have come up this year. And people are like, no, 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 we've always been using these in football.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just making stuff up.
It is.
All right, let's get to the important stuff, fellas. Super Bowl time. The Seahawks are currently a 4.5 point favorite. Um, so let's hit some topics here. The Patriots offense against the number one defense in football.
I was gonna
Uh,
say, I think that the Seahawks are only 4.5 point favorites because of the 2001 Patriots being double-digit dogs, and ended up winning. I think they changed the Super Bowl spread forever in that regard, because
Yeah.
I'm surprised
yeah,
that's not a higher spread.
yeah.
People talk about the Patriots schedule being light. And the Seahawks are in the NFC West, which was probably the best division in football, you would think, right?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna fight you on that.
Uh, But outside of that, they didn't really play much. I I and it could be, I am drinking the Drake May juice.
No, we know.
Literally.
I knew this was coming.
I think the offense is going to be fine. Best weather they've had in a month will be in California.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know what
not,
the
you're not
forecast
wrong on
is.
that, but
It's outside. It could be
it's
rainy.
not going to be a blizzard.
It won't be cold and it won't snow. I know that those two things.
Um, yeah. So just for the if we're talking about the Patriots offense against the Seahawks, I mean, they they dominated the 49ers. They kind of got run off the field by the Rams. We did kind of talk on our Monday show that the Rams have Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, who are, decidedly better than Stephon Diggs and Keyshawn Booty. But I mean, what I worry about is finding some running game consistency to build the pass off of, which is something they have not been able to do that well against the Texans or the Broncos. They didn't run the ball at all versus the Broncos, except for Drake May. Um, they did all right against the Texans, and against the Chargers, they had a really good run game. Um, so that would be my biggest concern is like Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson need to get something going so Drake May can have some time in the pocket.
So, Jack, it's good you brought that up because, as I mentioned, this is the most important podcast we've ever done. I did some studious note taking. The Seahawks defense, third in the league against in rush yards against, second in allowing rush touchdowns, and tied for first in allowing 20-yard rushes. The Patriots were sixth in the league in rush yards, fifth in TDs, and fourth in 20-yard rushes. This could just be the game right there. Like
Yeah.
if no run game is established and they can just tee off on Drake May, yikes.
Yeah, which
They don't,
is
I will say, like, when you look at their D line, they don't have that one edge rusher, though. Like, they have Demarcus Lawrence, but he's getting up there. Like, they don't have a Will Anderson or a Benito or a Khalil Mack. So that should help in the pass protection. But I do agree, the run game for the Patriots is the most important aspect of this game. And you can tell when the Patriots offense will work on the first drive, in my opinion. Like if Ramondre rips off a 15-yarder in the first series, it just seems like the offense is going to be rolling from that point.
Yeah. Well, Leonard Williams was an all-pro. Ernest Jones was an all-pro. Um, that's a
Those are defensive
linebacker and
tackles, right?
a defensive tackle and a linebacker. So
Dude,
depends on if
the rush hasn't been coming up the interior. It's been Will Campbell
yeah.
and Moses getting their
Well, yeah,
asses kicked.
but I'm just saying running games wise, if you have a all-pro defensive tackle, that usually hurts your run game.
yeah. More and again, this kind of the point was made in the Broncos game and the ramp up to it is that the Broncos had a better defensive line than the Patriots offensive line. And I
And
think
so
as
did
that
the
game played
Texans.
out, yeah, and as those games played out, it was pretty apparent. Um I don't know did the Seahawks lead the league in sacks too? Because I know they had a bunch.
That'd be a problem.
Because I think
What
they're
is
very
Seahawks
creative
and
about,
sacks?
yeah.
I have that.
I think they're pretty creative
Oh no, I
about
don't.
blitzing.
I don't have that, but I'll look it up. Um,
Because that's
yeah,
where like I think the teams that have been using a four-man rush unfortunately have been getting a lot of pressure. When they start adding blitzers, then the pressure does come up the middle, and that takes away Drake May's ability to move in the pocket and create something.
yeah, they were fifth in interceptions. Oh, you said sacks. Sacks.
Good
Below
job, Tom.
Santo.
I don't even sound like the same word.
No, my head's already in Puerto Rico. Uh,
You're going to Puerto Rico?
6. Yeah, remember I couldn't go get like heroes or whatever you want to get tomorrow? They were ninth in
Barbecue.
sacks. Barbecue, yeah.
All right.
Ninth in sacks.
All right. That's good.
I mean, the defense is really good.
Yeah. And that's why I'm surprised it's only 4.5 points. Just because
I
the way, and I'm not saying that as I don't think the Patriots offense is good. I do. I think the way they've played over their last two games, especially, would lead you to believe like the better defense is going to win this game.
I think they're factoring in how good the Patriots defense has been.
We're not there yet, but yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
I also
that's
think
why the number
Vegas
is
is
four and
just
a half.
like we're not going to make it huge and get burned. We're not going to make it 10 and have this be a 7-point game,
Yeah,
you know?
that's a good
Like
point.
it's just the betters are
You
like,
guys think it deserves to be a 10-point spread?
no, no, no. I'm just saying I think they're
I would say
done with
seven and a
these
half.
neutral field Super Bowls being huge spreads. Like,
Yeah.
who does that benefit? Like, it doesn't benefit them. It only benefits betters. So they're not going to do that. Um, and as we know, Drake May was first in completion percentage in passer rating, 31 touchdowns, 8 picks. But he has put the ball on the ground 6 times in the playoffs and he's lost half of them. And I will say this right now. If he fumbles the ball and loses it once in this game, I think it's over.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Turnovers scare the shit out of me. But I mean,
'Cause-
I think that I'm more worried about them running and him using his legs because I noticed when he got up
You got a
weird, but
complete
I
picture?
didn't think of anything of it. And the whole talk this week about Drake May has
Go to the
been
bathroom.
dominated by the fact that is his shoulder okay? Can he throw the ball downfield with the same accuracy? So I'm concerned about the quarterback position in this game.
So I saw a post about or a news
oh,
article
God.
about the shoulder injury. The
Rams
play
What was
that
your
it
guy.
happened
source?
on, he was scrambling. This is a real one. I wasn't tricked. He threw the flea flicker 2 plays later. So his shoulder is obviously not as bad as everybody
Could
like
just be gutting through it though, Tim.
that was
I
his
mean,
best throw of the game.
Okay.
okay, so I think the extra week will help. I think
I think it's only this
not
big of a news story because it's 2 weeks.
right, sure.
Sure.
Well, and yeah,
Well, I guess
I
if it was
mean,
1 week, it would be pretty big.
it's probably better that it's 2 weeks. His legs might be a deciding factor. Um,
They were in the Bronco game for sure. I
right.
mean, he iced it with that
So
first down.
And the
that
Texans.
that takes us to the other side of the field where you have a ball hawking Patriots defense, especially in the playoffs, against a guy who he's itching to give you one.
Ugh. He wants it. He wants it.
If it's very similar to the if Drake May puts it on the ground and the Seahawks get it, it's not looking good for the Patriots. If the Patriots can force 2 picks, that is exactly what they need. They need 2 series where you are getting JSN off the field.
I personally think it's one. If they, well, I'll say it like this. If Darnold throws an interception early, I think the floodgates are going to open and he'll wind up with three.
He's got that
Boy,
that
Because it's
he
inside
dropped
him.
back a
distant
lot again.
stare.
He dropped back a lot against the Rams and didn't make a single mistake.
The Patriots secondary is
Correct.
way better than the Rams.
I get that. Jared Verse is a better pass rusher than anybody the Patriots have.
I
But
agree with that. I
but I
just
will
think
say
that
just I agree. I agree. But I will say that there's somebody that's completely undervalued in this, and it's Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet versus what is a very, very, very good Patriots defensive line, who, again, the talk leading up to the Broncos game was the Broncos have the advantage in both lines, which is not true because the Broncos didn't run. I would be hard pressed if they got more than 50 yards rushing in that game against the Patriots. The Patriots' defensive line is severely underrated, and I think if they take away, similar to if the Patriots can run, they have a good chance to win. If
Yeah.
the Patriots stop Walker and Charbonnet, then the game gets on Darnold's shoulders, and that's when you can start to see Christian Gonzalez take away JSN. And I said this on Monday. T- Number 0, you are on number 11, no matter where he lines up. You are on man coverage on Jackson Smith and Jigba all game.
With a safety.
Just a
I
quick.
honestly don't even think you should tie up a safety there. The only time Christian Gonzalez has gotten burned in like the past 3 months has been in his own coverage where the safety misread the coverage.
Charbonnet is not playing, right?
Yeah, he tore his ACL.
Who am I thinking of? Who's their backup then?
He has a
I don't
funny
know.
name.
Walker.
Kenneth Walker's been dominating, so they haven't needed him.
When did Charbonnet tear his ACL?
Against the 49ers.
Ah, okay.
Now, Charbonnet Kenneth Walker dominated the 49ers, who had a fraudulent defense, and then didn't do as much, but didn't need to do as much against the Rams because Darnold was slinging the ball all over the place. But Tim mentioned Mike Sando earlier. Every Monday he puts out an article called The Pick Six. And he talked about this. He talked about if Sam Darnold is going to play the way he did in the NFC Championship game, just hand the Lombardi trophy over to him now, because with that defense, forget about it. He has said only twice in his career has he done what he's done recently, 3 straight games with no turnovers. And then every other time, or the other 2 times, he has fallen off a cliff in that 3rd or 4th game. He's just had one of the Sam Darnold games. So I am just sitting here hoping that
He had one week
stays.
17 or week 16, right? He had 3 interceptions.
Yeah, against what was it?
It wasn't San
Yeah.
Francisco because they beat them to
Wasn't it
host
the
play.
first San Francisco game? Didn't they play each other like 2 out of 3 weeks?
That's my whole thing is that Sam Darnold is in there, and I think with how the
He's
Patriots
lurking.
defense has been playing, they didn't get this many turnovers in the season compared to what they got in the playoffs combined with the picks and fumbles.
Yeah, it really kind of gives a lot of credence to if the Patriots played such a bad schedule, how did CJ Stroud keep winning games?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like Jack said, or was it you, Tim? They have Milton Williams and Christian Gonzalez both playing, and that's someone in the middle of your defense in a lockdown corner. That makes a difference.
No, the stat is they're undefeated when they play.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. All right, so he had 2 against the Rams, week 15, 1 against the Panthers, week 16, and then he's gone 3 straight games without an interception.
Oh, I thought he had like a 4-bagger somewhere
He
in
had a
there.
4-bagger against the Rams, but that was in November.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean, turn the man over.
I think Jack's point is correct. Which I do think the Patriots will be able to do. The Patriots are going to stop Kenneth Walker. That they just are. And you're going to put it all on Sam Darnold. In that pressure, I think he's going to make mistakes.
I'm just hoping it's like the Rams Super Bowl where they're like, I think I said this on Monday. The report came out. The Patriots think that Jared Goff is going to shit his pants. And I hope that's
Maybe both Rams Super Bowls, In the first one, they said, we're going to hit the shit out of Marshall Faulk. That's
Can't do
our
that
game plan.
anymore.
Yeah, they changed the
can't
rules
just- you
because
can't
Bill
just
Belichick's
smash-
a genius.
You just can't smash Kenneth Walker when he's just standing
He's a
still.
genius, but he's not a Hall of Famer.
Right.
And we brought it all the way back. Nice.
All right. We don't usually,
No,
I'm
I
not a
think that's
betting man.
podcasting.
I'm not a betting man. Tim is Jack. I don't know about you.
No, I don't.
So I don't know. Well, I'm like not well versed in it, but the Super Bowl is known for prop bets.
Oh yeah.
Since Tim, you just completely ignored the rundown, maybe you
Yeah.
can go third here. I'll go first. I just was thinking, what are your favorite prop bets for the game? And I'm not saying like the stupid, oh, what color is the Gatorade going to be? I mean,
That's
actual
my
things
favorite.
occurring in the
That's what I
game.
was gonna say.
Ugh.
The length of the anthem and what color is the Gatorade are my two favorite prop bets.
Oh, see, I meant more along the lines of like, like, what do you think is actually a long distance prop that will hit?
I
So
like
let me show.
Drake May over 60 rushing yards.
What's up, Quinn? Um, What I had two. The first one is both Darnold and Maye complete a pass over 25 yards as plus 2,000. I like
Whoa,
that.
whoa, whoa,
It's
whoa, whoa.
plus
25.
2,000?
Wow, that seems like easy money.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they both have to do it. Plus 2,000.
I'll put that in right
You just
while we're
talked about
talking.
how Sam
I'm
Darnold
locking
was
in.
Captain Poopy Pants.
That's a
I'm just saying.
that's a
That's
5 yard
25 yards.
That's a Shaheed, and he breaks it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm
I
saying.
get it. No,
They're
I know
both
what
going to
it
throw
is, but
deep.
yeah, I said that. I said it was easy money.
And then I got
Where are you
another one
seeing
that
this?
is a two-parter, so you can parlay this if you like it. Marcus Jones touchdown is 2,200 to 1.
That's crazy. Like to bet on a Marcus Jones touchdown is
But
crazy.
he's got the special teams and defensive aspect. He's out there for 2 out of 3 phases. It's
I know.
2,200 to 1.
I
And if
know.
you
Why would
like
you
it,
parlay those together? I think the first one's
no,
like
no,
an
no,
easy
no,
win.
no, no, no. I'm saying if you like the Marcus Jones one, then you should double down and then take New England special teams touchdown at
Okay.
plus 2,000 or yeah. And
What
then
site are
you
you using? You're not
huh?
on DraftKings.
I was on FanDuel. It says
Uh,
plus 2,200. What does that mean? 22 to 1?
No.
no, it's more than that. If you
220 to
bet
1?
$100, you win $2,200.
This is why I'm not good at this. So plus 2,200 is 220 to 1.
Right.
I
You
think so.
just if
I
you
think
bet 100, you win that big number.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
if you bet $1, you win $22.
Regardless, I'm saying
Well,
if you
who's gonna
like
bet
those,
$1? We're not a bunch of bitches around here.
Tim,
Yeah,
don't you bet like $5 at a time? Or is that what you
aren't
just tell
all your
Kate?
kids around you? Jesus.
Yeah.
What? They play Grand Theft Auto, Jack.
Good for you. That'll be used in your trial.
You
Um,
played Grand Theft Auto growing up. Look how you turned out.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
why Johnny
pretty
does
bad.
it.
All right. So Tim, you liked what? You liked 60
I like Drake
rushing
May
yards?
over 60.
And Jack, like what? So what color do you want the Gatorade to be? Because it's
I'm
just
always
been
betting
orange for the
orange.
past
I'm always betting
yeah.
orange, yeah.
Well, that's because
I
orange is
feel
the
like
best
I
Gatorade.
feel like I was gonna say it's the worst, and I feel like
Mm-hmm.
they put orange in there for dumping. Like it says on the top to dump on coach. Don't
No.
drink
Yeah.
orange.
Everybody drinks orange Gatorade.
No.
Everybody drinks red Gatorade.
Do you
Um,
like heartburn?
you're getting heartburn from every flavor. It's just
Yeah. It's
come on.
sugar and it's just
Sugar and electrolytes. It's just
yeah, it's just
heartburn.
Kool-Aid with electrolytes. It's gonna give you heartburn.
All right. Let's go round robin. Tim, you go last. Jack, you start. Jack, Tom, Tim. Predictions and MVP.
Okay. I am going against I'm doing this as a fan because there's a part of me and probably even 51% or more think that the Seahawks are going to win. But I'm going to say 17-14 Patriots, and I think the MVP is going to be Ramondre Stevenson.
Okay. My prediction is 27-17 Seahawks. JSN's the MVP, and I'm driving home from Tim's house sad.
Oh, I can definitely predict no matter what time, no matter who wins the game, I'll be driving home from Tim's house sad.
No way. I'm going to have Bad Bunny blasting out the windows with the windows down if the Patriots win.
It's a good way to get pulled over.
Huh? Well, sorry, sir. Department of Safety. Same team.
You have a badge?
Hanging that badge out the window.
Yeah, I'll have, that's what I'll do. I'll just hold it. I don't have a badge. I have like a ID that says Department of Safety on it.
Do you have a little flip thing?
I could put it in a flip thing, but I just have
You
it on.
should get that. It carries a lot of weight. I told you the story about the ice guys that came into the jail.
Yeah. Yeah. Tim, we're not political. Make your pick.
All right. 34-17 Patriots.
Oh, there it is.
Unbelievable. Yep.
I love
He
it.
just couldn't resist it.
I think the offense is going to
From
explode.
the people who
It has
brought
been
you a
pimple growing
preseason
for
11
3
win
weeks.
total.
The pimple has been growing for 3 weeks. It's about to pop.
Tim, if that happens, I will drive in the middle of 2 lanes blasting Bad Bunny with the windows down.
I feel like the offense is going to, it has to come to life. And it's gonna.
It doesn't though.
But McDaniels is so good at what he does. He has 2 weeks. They're going to exploit what they got by what the Rams used. Yes, they have lesser talent, but I think they're going to be able to run the ball. They're going to figure it out. They're going to run the ball.
All right. So, in closing, I will say this.
Oh, Drake May is the MVP of that game. By the way.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
If the Patriots, regardless of the outcome, which obviously if the Patriots lose, I'm going to be like bummed. It's going to suck. But what a season. Yeah. Me and Jack had them 8-9. Tim, you had 10-7, but like not this.
No.
I
will take this one better than any of the other ones.
The only
the other ones
absolutely.
I expected them all to win.
Not 2001, you didn't.
No, but I was 13.
But in 2001,
I was kind
They were
of
young. You thought they would do anything.
2001 would have crushed me if they lost because I was in that perfect age group to be like, you 15, you're like, they need to win. My whole life depends on this. We still know people whose whole life depends on the Patriots winning.
Yeah.
They're going. Are you guys going on Sunday?
To what?
The send off.
Tim,
probably
I
not,
am going to be drinking the national
family.
I'm going to be drinking the national beer of Puerto Rico, sitting on the beach.
Yeah, we're getting down there about 6 a.m. We want to get a good seat.
You're gonna be late.
You think so?
I think so. All right, guys. Well, this was fun. We'll meet up again on Super Bowl Monday. Hopefully in good moods. Hopefully hungover. Well, actually, I got to drive home, not hungover.
Yeah.
I'll be
a long drive home.
Chris, you guys can sleep on the couch. You want me to blow up some air mattresses?
No, the last time I slept on air
We
mattress,
could just record in person after the game. Nothing.
You think it's that easy, but it's not. We all need microphones. We can't just huddle around one Zoom. Griff,
what are you upset about?
Quinn?
Is that Quinn?
You want to read this book?
All right. Adios, muchachos.
Bye, Tommy.
Bye.